Get away from her, you bitch!
Okay folks, drop your linen and stop your grinning. It's time to take a look at the Aliens Get Away From Her You Bitch expansion for Aliens Another Glorious Day in the core board game from the guys over at Gale Force 9 games. Right, so I did my unboxing of the first game, the core game, last week, and really impressed, so I got hold of the expansion pack, and here we are. Again, another weighty box. It's got a lot of stuff in it. This one is adds an extra bit of elements to the game itself, with the inclusion of Ripley and the Power Loader and the Alien Queen, and the ability to play as the aliens. So the box contains 4 double-sided game boards, 5 plastic miniatures, 31 willpower cards, 6 hive hazard cards, 25 motion tracker cards, 25 endurance cards, 2 character cards, 1 rulebook, 1 card deck, 11 mission cards, 3 dials and 63 tokens, and the miniatures are all unassembled as far as I'm they're all unassembled. And okay, so you've had your first encounter with the bugs, but now you've got to find your way off this rock. It'll be 17 days before any rescue mission is called in, but you'll be lucky to survive 17 hours. This expansion adds more ways to play Aliens Another Glorious Day in the core cooperative survival game. New campaign missions spanning the Queen's Lair, the landing pad and the USS Sulaco. Expanded campaign missions from Another Glorious Day in the core, adding new paths and threads. Suit up, load your characters into the P5000 Power Loader to help them fight for their survival. Test your endurance against the Matriarch of Destruction, the Alien Queen. Play as the Alien Hive Queen, control the Xenomorphs and protect the Queen. Right, so you can play as the aliens as well as playing as the Marines and well, it's Ripley in this section. Right, okay, so great cover, got a silhouette there, or shadow of the Power Loader. Let's crack this bad boy open and have a look what we've got. So I did get a couple of negative comments on the last video about not reading the rules. I hadn't read the rules because basically I wasn't aware that they were on the Gale Force 9 website, or I read them, and I unboxed the video, and that was my first look at the game without seeing the rules, so I couldn't really read them if I didn't know they existed. So really sorry that I can't actually do that kind of stuff, but you know, I'm just a simple person. Anyway, that aside, the rules do seem very good, and at the moment I've got another video planned with assembly and painting guides for the aliens, and also some scenery, and eventually the Colonial Marines as well. Okay, so lid off, what do we get? We get a rulebook for Get Away From Her You Bitch, or B*******H expansion, which we'll have a look at in a moment. We get our assembly guides for our miniatures. So these are a little different from the previous one because there's a lot more parts. So you got your Alien Queen, which is about 10 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's about 10 parts, maybe 11 parts, and it's on one side. We've got a Power Loader assembly, and we've also got the Bishop split in 2 mode and normal Bishop, and we've also got Ripley holding Newt, and we've got the P5000 Power Loader as well. So sorry, I had to pause my video there. So we've got multiple parts for the Power Loader. It should be quite easy to go together. Bishop obviously is just a 1-piece figure, and Ripley holding Newt is a 4-piece figure. So she's got the flamer strapped to the M41A pulse rifle, and she's carrying Newt in this one. Really nice miniature. So let's have a look what we've got. Okay, so we have got our mission pack, with mission number 1 being Newt, because you've got to go and rescue a Newt. We'll have a look at this first. Right. Okay, so these look a little bit bigger than the other ones. Okay, so you got mission 1, which is Newt, and the blurb on the back of it. We have mission 2, which is Escape, and again, got the blurb on the back of Escape. Mission 3 is Survive. Mission 4 is Retrieve. There's quite a lot of missions in this. And then finally for that lot is mission 5, which is Sulaco. So there's the loading bay, that's where you get your power loader from. And then it's also got our details for the power loader and Broken Bishop. We have APC Chase, which is like, you know, like one of the best bits in science fiction history, is the APC Chase when they land on Hadleys Hope. Very, very good bit. And there's the details on that. And we've got an APC tile. We've got Bug Hunt, which is going into the Queen's Lair. We have got Queen's Gambit, which obviously is let's protect the Queen at all costs. We've got Bug Hunt, which is the barracks, and then Bug Hunt Separated. This is quite a big one. Now, because obviously you've got both editions, because you can't play this game without the core rules. You're going to have 8 tiles now, which is fantastic. And then we've got Bug Hunt Evacuation, which is the last one. Okay, so that's a quick look at the core scenarios. We also see here we've got Alien Eggs, which is they're going to be in evacuation, and I've been busy with my 3D printer, which I'm always busy with my 3D printer, but as you can see there's my 3D egg tokens. So these were just taken off Thingiverse, they were all free. They're not finished yet, I need to finish the bases on them, but I'm going to use those instead of the tokens, I think, because I've got quite a few of them, and if I need any more I can always print them out. Right, okay, so let's carry on our look through. Okay, so those are the missions, which look quite cool. Then we have our character cards. We have Ripley, who is a bog standard Ripley, a Grunt Ripley and a Grunt Bishop. And then we have our character Bishop and our Enraged Ripley character. More blip counters. I'm not sure what those are schematics, but I'm not sure what they're for without actually reading through them. Okay. More counters and tiles, more dials. Our APC dial. This looks like the damage track for our APC. Yep, there's the top of the APC. So cool. And it's the right scale to the one that I'm printing at the moment, which is fantastic. Then we have our floor tiles, which are double-sided, as always. There's one. That's number 2. So there's the front of the Pelican dropship. Not Pelican, sorry. I can't remember the name of it. Is it Phantom? The dropship from the Sulaco. I always get confused between that one and the Pelican dropship in Halo. And there's another look up it. Cheyenne. That's it. Cheyenne dropship. Fantastic. And then we go to our miniatures. Okay, so our first sprue contains Ripley, Newt, and the power loader and Bishop. And as we can see here, there's Ripley with Newt in her arms, and there's Ripley who goes inside the power loader. There's Bishop torn in half, and there's Bishop as normal. And then we have another sprue, which is the Alien Queen, which is pretty cool. The miniatures details are fantastic. Actually, have a look at the head on the Queen. You can see really good detail. The head's 2 parts. Shouldn't be too difficult to assemble these. Okie dokie. So we also get our pips for our dials, a set of willpower cards, and other cards. So we've got our motion tracker cards, and then we also have our quick play cards. Sorry, it wasn't willpower cards, that was motion tracker cards. And I think that the highest these go up to is 5, which is what the highest in the game seems to be. It's the number of aliens you get spawning. We have a smaller pack of cards with really cool Xenomorph logo on the back, and these will be your deck for playing as the Alien Queen and protecting your horde. So, oh, that's my wife's phone just falling on the floor. I don't think she's going to be best pleased, but never mind. Okay, so there's 60 odd of these. They all got the same back. So we have Acid Blood. Play whenever an alien model is killed. Place an Acid Blood token card from the Hive Hazard deck or discard pile on the character that is within a space of the alien just killed. And you get 1 reaction on that as well. And then surprise attack, fearless approach, hidden numbers, closing in, unrelenting. So without reading the rules, I don't want to jump to conclusions on that, but I will be adding this to my review of the full game. Okay, so and then we have more cards at the back here. So more M41 pulse rifles, grenades, pistol, combat knife, arc welder, body armor. We don't have a shotgun in this one. Commander's comlink for you inside your APC. Microscope, do the knife thing, which is quite cool. Dual-rigged interface, not bad for a human, which we've seen before. Get away from her, you bitch, which costs naught. Play before any other character makes a defense roll, reveal a card on an armor. That character gains -2 to the defense rolls until the end of the turn. Or your character on a weapon may take a free attack action against an attacking alien model, and on event you recycle 3 cards. Alright, it's the only way to be sure. Mission briefing, you know, lots and lots of cards. Acid Blood, which is good to see that Acid Blood's actually made it into the game. Okay, so that's just a quick look through the Get Away From Her You Bitch expansion. The next expansion I'm going to be looking at is the final one so far, which is the Ultimate Badasses, which contains the extra marines from the game and adds another couple of elements to playing the game. And I'll be looking at that hopefully when that gets delivered next week. Hopefully, or mostly. Right, so we'll have a quick look at the rulebook. So here's our contents and the rulebook. We've got our all the tokens and what they do. Extended campaign and bigger bug hunts. What's new in this? So we have an extended campaign, bigger bug hunts, and large fire teams. Enraged Ripley. When aliens capture you, Ripley forms a 1-woman rescue team. Enraged Ripley replaces the original Ripley, transforming her into a raging mother protecting her adopted offspring. Synthetic characters, which is Bishop, plays the Alien Hive, the Alien Queen, P5000 power loader, and the M577 APC. Greater endurance and greater danger. And then we have our missions, which we just looked at, which start with nudes and end with Sulaco. And then, of course, experience cards, which come in Ultimate Badass, which I've not seen yet. How we use the Hive Mind deck and how it works. So you've got Instinct, which is what the aliens use, and rules for the power loader, how to move large models, because they move slightly different than normal models, move the Alien Queen and how she attacks, and the APC and how it works. All in all, absolutely fantastic. I'm really looking forward to getting all this together, getting it assembled and getting it played. Now there are solo rules apparently that allow you to play the game on your own, which is great because I don't often get a chance to go out fighting boxer. Don't often get the chance to go play games with other people, especially now during lockdown. But thanks for tuning in. And as I said earlier in this opening, I'm going to be doing some videos which will show you how to make things. Well, these are 3D printed. There's quite a few different ones that I've done. There's a face with the jumping out of the egg. So I can just get it to the camera. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing these, and I'll do a painting guide on how to paint the aliens. I've already done a painting guide on how to paint an alien statue, which I will link in the description. I'm going to use the similar technique, but because they're smaller, I've got to make them slightly brighter. Right, so that's it for this opening. Thank you for tuning in. No matter where you are in the world, please stay safe and look after yourselves. And as a great man once said, be excellent to each other, and see you soon. Stay frosty, folks.